Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here at the First Alert Desk. My name's Karli Barnett. We want to give you a look at some of the stories that we are following for your Saturday. We have wrapped up our afternoon meeting. We have our crew spread out over Metro Atlanta, and we are going to bring you the latest tonight. A quick programming note, you can join us tonight at 6 p.m. on WANF, but if you can't make it then, we will see you later on tonight, 10 o'clock on Peachtree TV, and then 11 again back on Atlanta News First. But in the meantime, of course, we have you covered through our Atlanta News First app as well as our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. We want to make sure that you stay up to date throughout the day because it's a beautiful weekend. You may be out and about and trying to get out and enjoy it. Maybe you're celebrating mom tomorrow. So we want to make sure you have your news wherever you are. So we do want to give a little bit of an update on some stories that we are following for your evening, as well as an update on some stories we've previously covered. And let's see here. Give you a beautiful look outside real quick while I make sure I have my papers and I'm ready to go. All right, thank you so much, guys. We're going to start with one of our top stories today. This is an event that was taking place in DeKalb County, and our reporter Asia Wilson is going to have more on this a little bit later on this evening. But she was out there this morning at a DNA event in DeKalb County. So this is pretty unique what they're doing here. We have some video, but it's a missing persons event and a DNA drive. And this was happening with a partnership through the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office as well as the Medical Examiner's Office. Family and friends, they could not only share information about their loved ones, they could also donate some DNA to assist law enforcement with identification efforts. Officials from DeKalb County Police and DeKalb County District Attorney's Office where they are taking any new reports or any updates as far as existing cases that they were working on. We are told the information that was collected will be entered into a national law enforcement and missing persons database. This is an extension, we are told, of the work that DeKalb County is already doing through their cold case task force. They are actively working right now to identify the remains of more than 20 people in the county. So these are more tools that they can use in order to help solve these cases specifically out of DeKalb County. This will go into a major law enforcement database to help get these loved ones the closure that they may be so desperately searching for, and maybe finally getting some answers in the cases of perhaps their missing loved one. Reporter Asia Wilson, again, bringing us more on that this evening, but that was taking place a little bit earlier in DeKalb County. This next story is an update from a story that we first brought you here on the First Alert Desk last week with reporter Bridget Spencer. We had talked about a missing mother out of Clayton County, and we have an unfortunate update in that case. There has been an arrest made in connection to her murder. Again, our reporter Bridget Spencer, she has been working this investigation. She spoke with the family yesterday. Here's what they had to say after this latest news.
Appearance Friday. He's accused of choking his girlfriend, 23-year-old Brianna Winston, to death.
You then traveled to Gates, Tennessee with the body of the victim concealed in a suitcase.
Authorities say it did not stop there.
And with a co-defendant, proceeded to burn the suitcase in a barrel using gasoline and lighter fluid in an attempt to conceal the murder.
The news that's coming out is unbelievable.
Winston's family has been searching for her since late March. In mid-April, police changed her case from missing to a murder investigation. This after police say her apartment was found cleaned out and she was never heard from again.
Now she's with her mom. She didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve this.
Winston leaves behind a 4-year-old child who Edwards and Winston shared together. Edwards sits in jail with no bond.
At this point, I just want justice. Everybody that was involved needs to be prosecuted.
These are never the types of updates that we ever want to have to report in these situations. You'll remember it was last week when Clayton County investigators said they had reason to believe that this was not a missing persons investigation anymore. Rather, they believed it was a homicide investigation that they were turning to. And now this latest update, we have learned that the boyfriend of Brianna Winston has been arrested in connection to her death. We will continue to stay on top of this news and any developments and bring you the latest. As we said, these aren't just stories that we are covering today. We also want to keep you updated on stories that we've brought you in the past, just in order to bring these full circle and to bring closure to some of these stories. Another heavy topic. This is news that I actually reported on earlier this week. 3 children were killed out of Gwinnett County in an apparent murder-suicide. The mother's ex-husband, the former stepfather of these 3 children, Jose Plasencia, police have identified him. And now we are learning more about the arrangements that will be made for these children. This was a difficult story to have to cover. But a grieving mother now preparing to say goodbye to her 3 children that police say were shot and killed by their former stepfather. The bodies of 13-year-old Ariani, 11-year-old Shadel, and 9-year-old Carlos Rodriguez will be taken to the Dominican Republic to be laid to rest. That is where the family is originally from, and that is the desire of the mother, that they would be transported to the Dominican Republic. The family has a crowdsourcing effort, a GoFundMe that we have linked to on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. I just gave that a look before coming here on the First Alert desk, and so far their fundraising efforts have garnered almost $40,000 in order to help this mother to lay her children to rest in the way that she feels is best. This is a position that no mother ever wants to have to be in. We are told regarding the circumstances of what police and what people close to the family have said happened, is that this was on Tuesday when another child, a different child, their youngest child, had to be taken to the hospital after they fell off of their bike. They received a minor injury. The mother had to take the child to the hospital. It was at that point the father of that child, Jose Plasencia, who is an ex-husband of the mother, former stepfather of those other 3 children, showed up, apparently caused a bit of a scene, but ultimately, when the mother was speaking with the doctors, a representative for the family, a representative from the Dominican consulate, told us that while the mother was otherwise preoccupied in speaking with doctors, the former stepfather, told these children he would go take them to get something to eat. And several hours later, the bodies of all 4 were found deceased in a vehicle in a car in Tucker. Police say it appears to be a murder-suicide, and those 3 children now will be laid to rest in the Dominican Republic. The community stepping up in order to help this mother, raising, at this point, almost $40,000. And if you feel compelled to want to learn more about that, we do have this story on atlantanewsfirst.com, and we do have a link provided there. Taking you back out here live, I know that this has not necessarily been the most uplifting news. And I always say news is something we're going to tell you what you want to know, but we're also going to tell you what you need to know. And we want to let you know what is going on in your neighborhoods, in your backyard, to keep you informed. So turning now to a little bit of a lighter note, were your eyes on the sky last night? And if they weren't, you might want to try it again tonight, because there was a spectacular display. I'm playing you some video, these images we received from you all, Atlanta News First viewers, of the Northern Lights. These are from Shree Foster. Just beautiful. A rare, spectacular treat in the skies this weekend. The Northern Lights can be seen here in North Georgia. And you can see the pinks and the greens, the Aurora Borealis lighting up the sky. The U.S. Space Weather Prediction Center says it's all because of a massive geomagnetic storm. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about this, but I'll tell you who does. First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin. He is not joining us right now, but you can join him tonight on the First Alert desk at 8 p.m. He's going to tell you all about it, and we at Atlanta News First are working to learn more about it, too. We have our reporter Blake Devine working to gather a little bit more information on these beautiful lights and what causes them and where and how you can see them. I believe I have some more video here. Yes, we do. Thank you, Keith. Just absolutely incredible. I was out reporting last night, and I did not get to see them from where I was. I was reporting near the airport, and I don't know, maybe the sky there was not suitable to see these, but thankfully, thanks to you all, I've been able to see it through your images and through your pictures, and I can't wait to see what is in store tonight. Like I said, I know we've had a lot of heavy news, but then you see beautiful images like this, and we know that there's some hope, right? There is always hope. So we're going to have a lot more for you tonight on Atlanta News First. We hope you will join us at 6, at 10, and at 11. And of course, you can always join us again at the First Alert desk at 8 o'clock. That is when First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin will be able to answer your weather questions. In the meantime, I can tell you, let's go ahead and take a look outside. Could we have asked for a better weekend? What a way to celebrate Mother's Day weekend. Ahead of tomorrow, big thank you to all the mothers and mother figures in our lives. And we're going to honor you with some beautiful weather from Mother Nature. How about that? So hope everyone has a great rest of your afternoon. Stay safe, take care, and we'll see you tonight on Atlanta News First.